So yeah, I'm so happy that you're here. Like, you don't even know what it means to me. I've been planning this stuff for a long time, and I've been moving it and moving it and moving it. But why should I be moving it forward when it's something that I believe that we all need, including myself. Everyone needs some kind of pep talk once in a while. Meanwhile, don't mind my video. Yeah, so just take it the way you're seeing it for now. I think we'll do better next time. Okay. Once again, you're welcome. My name is Bianca. Many of you know me, many of you don't. So, but you can call me Dr. B, okay? I'm Dr. Bianca Mbonwa-Digwe, so, but you can call me Dr. B. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we are going to start. Well, first of all, we are going to start on a fun note, okay? It's going to be a very short meeting. I don't want to take your time at all, so we can go ahead and do other things. So we are going to start on a fun note. You are going to unmute yourself and introduce yourself. You can just say your name if you want, or say a nickname if you want. You're under no obligation whatsoever to say your name or anything, but you just say your name and tell us, you can tell us your department if you want. But what I really want to know is your name and a fun fact about you. Okay, so I'll start. Okay, so my name is Dr. B, and one of the fun, I have so many fun facts really, but one of the fun facts, the one I will share with you is I love to watch wrestling. Yes, I love to watch wrestling. And while I watch wrestling, I like to pretend that I am the world champion. I like to pretend that I'm Roman Reigns. Yes, don't laugh at me. It's not my fault. I like to watch wrestling and I like to pretend that I'm Roman Reigns. Yeah. So it's your turn. If you feel up to it, tell me your name and tell me a fun fact about you. Nobody should laugh. Who is laughing at me? Okay. Who is going next? Yeah.
My name is Nelson.
Hello, Nelson.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone else. My name is Nelson. I'm in biology unit.
Okay. Tell us a fun fact about you.
Everything about me is actually fun. I don't know the special thing and the special fun fact about me, but everything about me is actually fun. For those that are actually close to me, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Nelson, who everything about him is fun. It's nice to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.
You. Yeah. So, next.
Hi, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Who is speaking? Go ahead. Christabel, are you talking?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Tell us a fun fact about you.
Everything about me is fun. I just like being happy.
Okay. So you exude happiness.
Yeah.
That is lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other person?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I am Clinton. Fun fact about me. Okay, I love watching Bollywood movies. If you laugh, if you laugh, I'll call
Sorry.
Odumeje for you.
I'm not laughing. My teeth is just showing. Forget the teeth.
Why?
Thank you, Clinton, for sharing. Any other persons? So do we just start?
Hi, good evening, ma.
Good evening.
I'm Susan.
Hello, Susan.
Okay, about my phone part. Everything about me is literally fun.
Oh, cool.
I love K-drama.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Okay. That's nice.
I only
Maybe
get
maybe you
I
join me in
only
Nollywood soon, in Bollywood soon.
I
K-drama
don't watch
plus
Bollywood.
Bollywood. Problem with
I
Dale.
I prefer K-drama.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here and for speaking to us. That's nice. So in the course of our discussion, I said this is just gisting. You're gisting with Dr. B, okay? There's nothing official here, okay? There's a lot of things going on already. So, and I'm happy that all of you that spoke right now said everything about you is fun. So I think we need more of fun in our lives, really. Whether we are students or just, anyone, we need a lot of fun. So that's why I say this is gisting. It is not a lecture. It's just gisting. Okay, let's just talk to each other. And I think that's cool. For you to be here, I think you also found it kind of cool. Okay, so the semester is starting. If you're in UNN, the semester is starting. Some of you have come back to campus. If you're not in UNN, I know so many schools have already started their second semester some time ago. And just mute yourselves, okay? So we don't have interference. If you want to speak, you could use the raise your hand via the app, okay? And we'll let you speak. Thank you. And then while we are doing this, you could quickly go to the chat box. If you have questions, you could drop them there. But I would really love you to drop your email addresses. That would be nice. You can drop your phone numbers. If you're comfortable dropping it, fine. If you're not, just drop your email address. It's perfect. Okay, it's perfectly okay for me. Okay, so now that the semester is starting, I think I thought it wise to have some kind of discussion with some of you, and I want to talk about academic success, okay? That's what I want to focus on. Just some tips. We'll take it one after the other. And take it from me when I say I have tips for academic success. I have been academically successful. I'm not even capping. I'm serious. Okay. One other good thing about it is if I say if you do this, you get academic success, I am being real because I have 3 degrees and the 3 degrees are all first class degrees. I have a first class in my BSc. I have first class in my master's, 5.0 over 5.0 CGPA. Okay, PhD, first class 4.82 over 5.0. So yeah, I know what it means to be successful academically. And for the ladies here, the ones that are single or married or pregnant, I got you covered because, well, I did my master's and PhD pregnant, had kids. So yeah, I've been there, done that. So if I tell you I know it, I actually do know it. Okay, now one thing that I found that worked for me really is time management. Okay, we get caught up in a lot of things. So many of us like to keep things till the dying minute, what we call the dying minute. Okay, some of you would rather, keep their notes and read it when the exam timetable is out. You get burned out. It is the truth. It happened to me, okay, when I was in my first degree. Yeah, you have a lot of lectures. Those of us that borrow a lot of courses from cognate departments, we tend to keep these things and wait. As soon as the timetable is out, you're like, oh my God, how long have we been? You start asking your friends, how long have we been in school? It's not 3 weeks. Just last week that we came back, exam is here. UNN wants to kill me. The lion is roaring. It is biting my head. I see a lot of things on my status and I laugh. It is true. So many things are being rushed, but you can manage your time and it will be fruitful, and effective. Okay, so how can you do this? The best way is for you to use your Google Calendar. You have it in your phone. If you have a Gmail, you have a Google Calendar. Just go to your Gmail and look for all those apps that are on your Google Workspace. Use your Google Calendar. What I used to do is, in my PhD, I used to block out, you can block out times on your Google Calendar. Block out 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, just as many, just the way you want it, okay? And tell yourself, these 2 hours, as soon as the alarm comes up, I am reading. It doesn't matter if I'm eating. It doesn't matter if I want to take a poop. As soon as this alarm comes up, it means that I'm dedicating 2 hours or 1 hour or 30 minutes to reading something. You will find out that it will help you. Believe me. While you are blocking out time to read, you must block out time to rest. We'll come to that later. Mental health is also important, but you have to block out time. If you are not conversant with Google Calendar, you can, it's really not a difficult thing to do. You could go to YouTube and watch videos on how to do it if you want. If you want, I can also organize a session and just teach you how to, block out times on your Google Calendar. You can use it. But now that you are coming back to school, I want to believe that you will have your academic calendar. In fact, that is the first thing you should have. When it's supposed to start, when your exams are supposed to start, when exams are supposed to end. You see, it is true that we may not always follow it. It is possible we may not always follow it. But believe me, whatever we are doing, I will closely align to that and with that. Manage your time, okay? Use your Google Calendar. Block out time to read. Reading doesn't necessarily have to be voluminous. You could just pick up your jotter, your notebook, whatever it was you used in that classroom. You look at it again. Ask yourself some questions. Is there something I'm not getting? And while you are doing this, use your library. It doesn't have to be a physical library. Believe me, it doesn't have to be. Many of you are tech savvy. Go online, Google it. You can find things. You can just ask any question and Google will help you. This thing that this lecturer said, what does it mean? How does it relate to real life experiences? Sometimes I ask Google, so and so thing, how can I use it outside the classroom? Believe me, Google is going to give you a response that will tailor what you did in classroom to your real life. It could be as simple as asking Google, what we learned, what do I use now? Let's say we learned, we did economics today or something, and they taught us let's say opportunity cost, if I remember from my secondary school days, opportunity cost. And then the teacher or the lecturer or whoever was talking in the classroom and it was sounding a little bit strange. Fine, you're not alone. It has happened to the best of us, okay? You get home and they're asking in the classroom, do you have any questions? Many of you won't say anything. If you're in my class, I will start talking to you people. What do you think? What do you think? But, well, it doesn't always happen that way, okay? And it's nobody's fault. But when you get home, many of you like to read on your own. Get home and then that time that you blocked out for reading comes up and you pick up that book. Maybe you are trying to read and the time the alarm goes off and you pick up that book. It has to do, with some kind of resilience and determination, okay? It won't be easy. And then you say, okay, opportunity cost, I didn't understand this thing. You go to Google. What does opportunity cost have to do with me in Enugu State? Seriously, there is no stupid question on Google. And then Google is going to come up with something. Opportunity cost, when you go to one market like that, or Giga Market, or you are in Oka or whatever, and then you have 10,000 Naira and you get to the market and then you have about 20 things to buy. And then you find out that things are so expensive. What do you have to do? You start rearranging your list. Oh, okay, this one is more important. Let me get bread. Okay, no, let me leave bread. Let me buy Milo. Oh, no, let me leave Milo. Let me look for Lipton. That is opportunity cost. Taking one thing above the other. Okay, and that is what Google will tell you. It will relate it to what you know. So I think this analogy will work. It doesn't matter the area you are in. I don't believe that there is something that I can find on the internet and I will not see it. I truly don't believe it. You just don't know how to ask the correct questions, the right questions. Whichever way it comes to you, ask it. Ask Google, what do I do with this? And whatever it brings up, I think will give you some kind of perspective on how to understand these things. And remember that when you're in the classroom, whatever you are taught in the classroom, if you can link it to something you already know, real life experience, you won't forget it. Believe me, you won't forget it. Anytime you think of something and it reminds you of that thing and you just remember what you did in classroom, believe me. So use your Google Calendar to block out time. Use your Google to ask questions. If you have ChatGPT or any of these new AI tools, you can still ask them that if you know how to do prompt engineering, if you know how to prompt questions. So Google is the one that many of us use, okay? So ask the question. It will help you, really. So I need you to add that to things that you are going to do this semester. Believe me, time management helps to ensure academic success. It makes you not to burn out, not to get angry at yourself, at everybody, because exams are coming. Remember to use your library. If you have access to the physical one, fine, use it. If you don't have access to the physical one, use the virtual libraries. There are so many of them. Go to Google Scholar. If you don't even know how to find a library, just type what you want to type. The libraries that have books that have those questions will pop up. You will just click on one and read. Please, believe me, anything you are looking for can be found on the internet. You just need to have the time, the patience to look for what you need. It is true that we are here to excel academically, but remember that the certificates that you get when you graduate is going to read has been certified so in character and in learning. So imagine if you finish with a beautiful 2-1 or a first class or whatever, even a third class, and what happens? You don't even know how to go on Google. No. I have some people that I had to teach how to, use Zoom. So I think I need you to keep asking questions. Questions have ways of enlarging your mind. You get to see what you need, see what is happening out there, relate it to what you know, and boom, you are knowledgeable in that field. So get your academic calendar. It is not just for your lecturers. Get your Google Calendar, block out times for you to read, okay? 1 hour, 30 minutes, whichever one. Ask the correct questions, use your Google. Make sure you're asking questions on how to relate whatever it is you're looking for to real life scenarios, okay? It's going to help you a lot. So am I making sense? You could just say yes, or you just put up reactions so I can see. Is it okay? Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
you're
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I can see the reactions. Oh,
Then
yeah.
go
Thank
on.
you.
Yes,
Thank
ma.
you.
You are
Do you have
making
any
sense. I
questions
have
so
a
far?
question, ma.
Right
Oh,
on, ma.
thank you. Any
Ma,
questions?
I have a question. Yes.
Okay.
I don't like reading, man. Books make me very dizzy. And that has been a very serious challenge for me. So how do I navigate this? Because it's been really difficult.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, there is something else that I do. Okay, if reading hard copies or books or whatever online makes you dizzy, okay, there are apps. Are they called apps? There are apps, yeah, I think, that can convert your words to sounds. You just have to wear it in your ear and listen to it read your books to you in your ear. I can't think of the name right now, but if I do, I will add it to the email I'll send to you. Okay. Or you can also Google it. It's part of a learning process. Yeah. So those apps, sorry, I can't think of any right now, but it can help you, convert. It can help you convert words to sounds. So it will read your notebook or your textbook, whatever it is to you. Please mute yourself, okay? Christabel, mute yourself. Thank you. Please mute yourself. Okay. So Clinton, I hope that helps, really. And then on a side note, I think you should find out why reading books makes you dizzy. Maybe you need to get, big glasses like my own, because sometimes when I read without glasses, it makes me dizzy. Okay. Yeah. What else do I want us to talk about? Okay. There's another thing that came to me. I'm trying to rush it now, okay, because we have about 10 minutes. I don't want to take your time at all. Okay. There's another thing I want us to talk about. While you are here and you're making connections via some activities, maybe clubs or church activities, I need you to also find a way to do volunteer work. Volunteer work means you may not get paid. But the good thing about volunteer work is that you can add it to your CV, so that whenever you are ready to use your CV, you are going to have a lot of things to put on your work experience section. I can talk about this maybe next time if we're going to have this kind of gathering next time, but just remember, make out time to do volunteer work. If you know you like teaching, you can make out time to volunteer in one school. It doesn't have to be every day. Okay. And then what else? There are so many other things that you can do. Volunteer. If you go to a company and tell them you want to give them free services, they love free services. Okay. So I've talked about getting your academic calendar. I've talked about your Google Calendar, blocking out time. I've talked about putting some kind of volunteer work somewhere in what you are doing. So I hope this kind of helps a little, whichever way, because we have a little time. I didn't want it to be so long that you will get tired or burned out and start saying this person is now speaking grammar again. Okay, so while you are coming back, I wish you safe journey. And I'll be glad if you have any question, just ask me. We have about 7 minutes to go. If you have any question right now, just ask me. And then do me a favor, please. Put on your video so I can take a group picture. If it's okay with you, fine. If it's okay, okay? Yeah, just put on your video. I'll take a group picture. Yeah. If it's fine. Iyiri mmadụ. If you have any question, this is the right time to ask. Okay.
The video is disabled.
Oh, the video is disabled?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's
When I don't
see.
talk too much, so if you should come down, do my correct.
Yeah. Okay, try it again.
Okay.
Ma, can't take the picture.
Oh yeah, I can see some of you now. Hi, Nelson, Christabel, Ebube, Agatha, Cleopatra. Thank you. So would you like us to have another session like
Yes.
Yes, ma. To be
Okay.
to be nice.
Okay, fine. So next time, I'm going to, I'm going to do something, teach you how to read and remember.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will set it up and then I will let you know via your email. So if you have not posted, dropped your email address in the chat, please do so. Okay, so I can. Okay, so mute yourselves, mute yourselves. I don't need your sound to take the picture. Yeah, thank you. So any question, does anyone want to add anything? So we can go, so you go and rest. So you will not say she has come to speak grammar. We're just gisting, so let's gist. Does anyone have any question to ask me? Anything at all? Go ahead.
Person wey no get money to buy book.
Yeah.
Person wey no get money to buy book. The person come broke very, very well. The person no get friend. The person no get family.
Wow.
So how the person go take afford, also and all the rest? How the person class? How the person feel read?
Okay, Siona, thank you for that question. It's not just one person. A lot of us, we are on that table. But well, for me, I had friends, I borrowed books. I also used my physical library. In fact, I even borrowed books from my lecturers. I am not even capping. I'm serious. I borrowed books even from my lecturers. So yeah, it is not an excuse. It is true that it's a very difficult situation to be in, but believe me, a lot of us went through that kind of situation. Just trust me on this. So what do? We make the most out of the situation. You borrow books from people. If you cannot photocopy them, I think there was a time I used to photocopy textbooks. I'm telling you the truth. When I did my first degree, I used to photocopy textbooks. I couldn't buy them. But now, I don't know if people still do it, and photocopying is even expensive now, but you can borrow books. And problem is that many of you borrow books and then you tear them. They won't give you again. So if you treat it like your own property, believe me, nobody wants to see his or her friend suffering. If I have the textbook, I will give you. Okay? So talk to your friends. If your lecturer has the book, you can borrow it. If it's something I have and you know me, I don't know if you know me or you're in UNN, if it's something that you think I have, fine. I'll lend it to you. Just don't tear it because we will fight. Okay? So yeah, you will fine. Last, all of us go there all right. So borrow, okay? Somebody said just be broke and humble so you can make friends.
Yeah, because you can't be broke and proud. That's why you won't have friends. So if you're broke, make sure that your second skill is humility. That way, people would like to associate with you. You can make friends. And you can even, I had a friend in school that didn't have a hostel and he lived in different people's rooms every day.
Yeah.
That guy will wake up in the morning, fetch water for you, move to the next person's room, cook there, go to the next person's room, take their shoe. And he did that for over 2 years. So I think the key is any situation you find yourself, just be humble and trust me, people will help you. I would even help you, trust me.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Chimoya, you're just smiling. Just tell us something. Oh yeah, say something so we'll close the session. You're just smiling. Why are you so happy? Is that your fun fact? Smiling.
Well, I lost smiling.
Okay,
actually.
thank you.
But I just love the program. It's very helpful.
Oh, thank
Please, I've
you.
learned some things.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like this volunteer work now. I didn't know it before now.
Yeah. It's very important. I did it a lot. By the time I finished first degree and I started looking for, where to put my CV, I had a CV that was so big. Yeah. So thank you. Any other thing? Does anyone want to say something? We have 1 minute to go. So you can go and eat and sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So remember.
Good evening, ma.
Okay, good evening. Who's talking?
Ozioma.
Okay. Okay.
So I just want to comment on the parts where you said borrowing of textbooks or photocopying.
Yeah.
Actually, we can actually now these days we don't actually most times when we don't get opportunity to get textbooks, we read online. Most times our lecturers give us materials online to read.
Yeah.
So and I think it's even more interesting reading from your phone. Like someone like me, most times when I read, I see some words, I just go straight to the internet and I check what the meaning is and all. So
okay.
Reading actually now they've made reading actually very easy for us these days.
Yeah.
No need of stressing.
Thank you. That's so nice to hear. And some of my students also, snap it with their phones. Ma, let me snap it.
Mom, your students.
Oh, you're my student. Oh my God. Okay, fine. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I know you guys have a